Hello friends, today in this video we are going to discuss the unit number 4, wheels and tires. In last video already we have seen the types of wheels, functions and the properties required of the wheels. In this video we are going to discuss the tire functions and the types of tires. Myself, Mr. S.P. Udgave, Department of Mechanical Engineering, Sharad Institute of Technology, College of Engineering, Edrao. Tires, a cushion provided with wheels. It consists of mainly the outer cover, that is the tire proper and the tube inside. The tube assembly is mounted over the wheel rim. Air inside the tube that carries the entire load and provides the cushion. It deals with the worst possible forces, shocks and other parameters, and also absorb most of the shocks, thus providing a smooth ride. Modern tire consists of an inflatable rubber ring fitted around the wheel. Vehicles activities such as acceleration, vehicle control and braking occurs through tires and their contact on the road surface. Now you can see the image. In this image, the numbers of parameters, the bead bundle, next after that the bead filler, bead assembly, that is assembled inside the wheel, body pills or body plies, numbers of plies provided, that is with under a tread, and sides and the tread at the middle blocks ribs, and dimples are provided at the shoulder. So this is the side wheel and the bead chamfer, it is provided at the end. So numbers of layers are provided with the belts and the cap plies. Function of the tire to support the vehicle load, to provide the cushion against the shock, to transmit driving and braking forces to the road, to provide a cornering power for smooth steering. It must be strong enough to carry loads and resist the damage. It must have a long lifetime and run smoothly. Must meet all the requirements of all weather conditions and all the surface without overheating. It must provide a good road grip for traction, cornering, accelerating and braking. So these functions basically required for the tire. Desirable properties, non-skidding, that tread pattern on the tire must be suitably designed to permit least amount of skidding. Uniform wear to maintain the non-skidding property. The wear on tire tread must be uniform. The ribbed pattern on the tire help to accomplish this. Load carrying, tire material and the design must be able to ensure that the tire is able to sustain stresses developed in all conditions. Cushioning effect, the tire should be able to absorb small high frequency vibrations set up by the road surfaces and thus providing the cushioning effect. Also, the power consumption, in which the automotive tire absorbs some power due to friction between the tread, rubber and the road surface, and also due to the hysteresis losses on account of the tire being a continuously fixed release should be least as less as possible. Tire noise may be in the form of a definite pattern, a sing or swell or a loud sound should be minimum. Balancing, as the rotating part of the automobile must be balanced statically and dynamically. So, absence of balance give rise to a peculiar oscillation called as a wheel trap and the wheel wobble. So these are the some desirable properties of the tires. Now we can see the terminology. Steel wheels, most popular design, very strong and cheap to produce. Alloy wheels are attractive and lightweight but expensive, difficult to clean. Spoked wheels used on older vehicles cannot be fitted with tubeless tires. Divided rims are made in two halves which are bolted together, and rims must never be separated while the tire is inflated. Split rims tire is held in a place by a large circlip layers of strong fabric which are built up to give the tire its strength and shape. Bead. So this figure shows the bead bundle. Bead, it is nothing but the loops of steel which are the anchor point of the plies. Cross ply tire, main plies of the tire run at an angle 45 degree from the one bit to other bit. Now radial ply tires, main plies of the tire at 90 degree from one bit to the other. Tread, the rubber pattern that is provides the grip with the road surface with and assists in a clearing water away. And sidewall that is contacts the beads to tread of the tire. Classification of the tires on the basis of construction. Basically, they classified into two types. First one, conventional type of tire and tubeless type of tire. On the basis of that is a skeleton or carcass, they can classify it into the cross ply tires, radial ply tires, and belted bias tires. Now we can see one by one. First one, conventional tube tires. In this type, it consists of two main parts, that is a carcass and the tread. The carcass is the basic structure taking mainly the various loads and consists of numbers of plies wound in a particular fashion from the cords of rayon or any other suitable material. It is used to conventional tube tires. The sidewall is a protective rubber coating on the outside of the tire carcass and is designed to resist the cutting, absorption and the cracking. To prevent the tire from being thrown off the rib, the plies are attached to the two rings of bundles of bronze coated high tension steel wire, strands insulated rubber, and a radial road tire normally has one such bundle in a lead, whereas cross ply tire for off-road use may have two or three bundles. Depends on the type of road we can use plies. Tubeless tire don't need that is a separate tube in the that is air which is under immense pressure is filled in the tire itself. For this purpose, that is a non-return wall, it is fitted in the rim. Based on the construction that is almost similar to the tubed tire expected, that is except the leaned on the inside with the special air retaining, that is a linear made and halogenated rubber like bromobutyl chlorobutyl. For better performance we can use for tubeless tire. Major difference between the tubed tire and tubeless tire, that is lies in the bead area of the tire. The cross section of the tubeless tire, you can see the bead, and this is the rim part or tubeless bead area. It is shown bead wire assemble, bead toe, bead sole is flat enough, and bead heel it is provided at the corner. 15-degree tapered bead seat at the corner on the rim, and ply turn up from this position from the bead. These are the side walls. Casing ply it is provided inside. This is shoulder. In between the thread width and the belts are provided. Inner liner. So this is the cross section of the tubeless tire. Advantage of tubeless tire, that is a lesser unsprung weight, better cooling, lesser rolling resistance, comfortable ride, slower leakage of air, simple assembly, and improved safety. So these are the advantages. Now we can compare the tubeless tire with the tube tire. So difference, so first that is a half part, that is a tubeless tire, and the second half part that is shows the tube type of wire. Now inner liner it is shown, and with the tube, the red portion it is shows the tube and flap it is provided. At middle portion we can wall it is fitted at centrally on the rim. Similar way for the tubeless tire, on this side we can fit the tubeless wall. Now excellence of the tubeless tire over the tube tire: lesser unsprung weight, that is a lighter compared to the tube tire, reduce the wheel bounce and unsprung weight. Overall it saves the fuel. Better cooling. In case of tube tires, the heat associated with the compressed air has to pass through tube material, that is rubber, which is a good conductor of the heat, and absence of the tube makes it possible for the heat to be transferred to the atmosphere directly, that is resulting in better cooling, ultimately increasing the lifetime of the tire. Comfortable ride. Tubeless tire absorb shocks and vibration are absorbed at the tire level, thus making ride softer, less noisy, and more comfortable compared with the tube tires. Slower, that is a leakage of air. The inner liner in tubeless tire is not stretchy like the tube. It retains the air better, resulting in its slower leakage. Simple assembly. The tubeless tire, only the tire has to be fitted to the rim, making it very simple, and at the time of puncture during its operation it is also simple to assemble. Lesser rolling resistance. Rolling resistance in the tubeless tire is less compared with the tube-based tire. Tubeless tire sidewall is more mobile as there is no internal tube to generate the heat and friction. This also helps to the tire to remain cooler by eliminating the risk of generating heat and improved safety. In the presence of hole in the tire, it can be repaired simply by plugging, whereas in case of conventional tube tire, it is a time consuming as the whole tire has to be removed for repair. A tubeless tire that is retains the air pressure for along with the long period even when it is a punctured by a nail provided placed at the same position. Thus, the risk of being punctured is greatly reduced, promoting reduced accident or improved safety. Cross-ply tires, the ply cords are woven at an angle of 30 to 40 degree to the tire axis. The two layers that runs in opposite direction, however, the cords are not woven like wrap because that would lead to be a rubbing to the two layers that would lead to be a heat generation which would damage the tire material. You can see the cross-ply tires, the ply inside of that, numbers of layers are provided with 30 to 40 degree angle, the axis. Radial ply tire, the ply cords runs in the radial direction, that is the direction of the tire axis. Over this runs a number of breaker strips in the circumferential direction. The metal for the breaker strip must be that is a flexible and inextensible so that no change of circumference takes place with that is a change in the amount of inflation. The extensible breaker provides the direction of stability and the belt increase the rigidity of the tread, thereby improving its resistance over the cut and other effects. The image shows the radial ply tire, numbers of layers provided, and the casing. First shows the casing plies, and second that is the overlap at the different angles plies with the radial way. Next type, that is a belted bias tire, combination of the both type means radial and cross ply type. Basic construction is the bias ply tires over which run and number of breaker belts. The belt improve the characteristics of the bias ply to a large extent. The stresses in the carcass are restricted in the tread area is stabilized due to the belts, thus results in reduction of the tread scrubbing and ultimately increase the life of tire. The breaker belt hold the tread flatter against the road surface, thus causing that is an increase of traction and safety. The belt increases the resistance of the tire to cut and the puncture. So now that is a belted bias is a combination of the radial and regular cross ply tire. They can use both combination, you can get the advantages of both and reduced, that is having the advantage that is the increasing resistance of the tire to cut and the puncture. So this image shows the belted bias tire and they are having the advantages with the tire to be cut with the resistance increases and the less puncture. Thank you. Stay connected for the terminology of tire we can see in the next video.